go. Bring it up, baby. Let's go. Get go, big get go.
What is good, YouTube, man? How is everybody doing? Hope everybody's having a fantastic start to their Friday, man. Look, maybe this isn't the video that people wanted, but this is how I'm feeling. I really think that I kind of want to put a quick one out on why I believe the Raiders should go elsewhere from Aaron Rodgers. Now, I'm going to kick this off with, do not get me wrong, if the Raiders went out and got Aaron Rodgers today, I'd be one of the happiest people in Raider Nation. I'd be happy. I would be very happy. But I'm actually going to talk in contrary to that. I don't think that we should go that route. And here's why, okay? I don't think that there's any person here that could honestly say the Raiders are a quarterback away from winning a Super Bowl. I don't think that there's anybody that will honestly say that. We have the offense. Absolutely. We do. We have nowhere near close to the defense. We don't have linebackers. We don't have interior defensive linemen. We don't have DBs. We don't have anything besides Max Crosby, essentially, on defense. And that's a problem. That is a big problem. So that's what I wanted to start with, right? I think that the Raiders are not a QB away, and why you don't make a move like this is because I understand what comes with acquiring Aaron Rodgers. For one, you're going to have to trade for him, which is no problem. You could trade for him. That's part of the problem. Is you could trade for him, or you have to trade for him. But there's no problem with the money that comes with them, right? Because we have found out that he has certain clauses in his contract that you could bump his salary cap down to $15 million and then $30 million next year if we were to trade for him before Green Bay starts their offseason workouts, which would make sense, right? The Raiders would probably get a trade done before that. But my big thing is that the amount of capital that you're going to have to give up, to me, I don't think the reward is going to be worth what you're investing in, right? Because he is a guy that will elevate your roster. Aaron Rodgers will elevate your roster. That is true. He's done it. But my concern here is that if you look at all these Super Bowl winning rosters, they didn't just have great players at every position. They had great depth. And I feel like with losing maybe 2 to 3 top round picks in the next year or two, I feel like that will hinder the Raiders' depth, the Raiders' starters, and I think that that's very, very important when it comes time for a Super Bowl run. Making the playoffs, if you make a trade for a guy like Aaron Rodgers, that's not enough. Your goal is the Super Bowl. The playoffs is not the goal at that point. The Super Bowl is the goal. And if you don't win one with Aaron Rodgers, you failed. You failed miserably because you traded away multiple pieces from your future and you didn't get that Super Bowl in return. I'm a big believer in going out, investing all of your money, essentially all of your capital on the defensive side of the ball, and letting a young talent rookie quarterback bring Stidham back, and let those guys run it. Let those guys battle it out in camp. In my opinion, I think the best option for the Raiders is to bring Stidham back for a season. Let him go in a battle with a rookie quarterback, whether that's Anthony Richardson, whether that's Hendon Hooker, whether that's whoever quarterback you think it should be in the draft, whether it's CJ Stroud if he falls. Whatever QB you think it is, I want us to build for the future. And guess what? I do not think that Stidham is this horrible player that will just shit the bed and suck. But guess what? If he does, we're going to be in a prime position to get a major, major QB in the next year's draft. And another thing is, in my opinion, if you look around the quarterbacks around the league that have not succeeded, most of them didn't have a lot of talent around them when they were with their teams. In our case, if we go out and we just massively built the defense this season, there's essentially no QB that couldn't succeed with that Raiders offense. You have a star-studded wide receiver that's going to bail you out. You got a tight end that is a matchup nightmare. You got a running back, hopefully, that just ran for 1,600, had 2,000, over 2,000 all-purpose yards. You got a slot receiver in Hunter Renfrow. You got it all on offense. You have it all on offense for any quarterback to succeed. I don't think that you need an Aaron Rodgers to succeed, but I do think that you need a defense to succeed in this league. And I think that getting an A-Rod doesn't allow you to truly, truly invest what needs to be invested onto the defense. Like I said, I love Aaron Rodgers. I would love to see that happen. It's just I don't want to give up all the money, or not all the money, because the cap space is not the problem. All the capital that we're gonna have to waste to get him here. I understand him and Devontae are buddies. Now, Devontae is a major piece in this too, right? Devontae could also have a big part in who the Raiders' next quarterback is. He said he wanted some input. Of course, he is going to go all out with the staff and say, "Listen, man, bring my guy in. Bring my guy in." Now, again, I would be happy if we got Aaron Rodgers. I would just be a little hesitant because of how many holes we have on his defense, and losing 2 top round picks is going to hurt the fact that we won't be able to build onto that defense. And I mean, I think we saw it, man. We've seen it happen. The Jacksonville Jaguars team at the beginning of the season carried Trevor Lawrence to his rough patches. That Jacksonville Jaguars team, what they did in free agency was splurge. They splashed everywhere. Everybody made fun of it. In the draft, they killed it. Devin Lloyd, Chad Muma, asserting their dominance on the defense, right? And guess what? They made it to the playoffs, and they went in a they even went into the second round. They went to the second round. I think that's a good sign, right? Obviously, we've seen we've seen the Niners do what they do with their incredible defense. They continue to carry bottom quarterbacks far, right? And I think that there should be no difference here. I think that you should build and stack your roster up until you're at this point where you are a QB away. And I don't think we're there right now. And guess what? If you draft an Anthony Richardson at 7, you could be a QB away within a 1 year's time, and you can have that QB on your roster. And you can have him on a young rookie deal, and your Super Bowl window will be wide open because they'll have him for 5 seasons. So my thing is that I believe it's in the Raiders' best interest to do their due diligence, make sure that what Green Bay is wanting isn't crazy, and if it's doable, I'd say do it. But if it is in the 2 first-round range, if it's in the I need your first, your second, your fifth this year, I would just walk away. I would simply walk away from that, and I would not do it. If it's a 3rd-round pick, you fucking call them. You say, "Here's my 60th whatever overall pick, or 70th overall pick," and you do it immediately, right? But it all has to be for the right price. It all has to make sense for the Raiders to also be able to stack on that defense. So yeah, man, let me know. What is your guys' decision? Are you guys going to go all out for Aaron Rodgers? Are some of you guys going to say, you know what? Nah, bring Stidham back for a season. Get an Anthony Richardson. Get a Hendon Hooker. Get one of these young cats in the draft and have these guys develop within this offense for a season under a guy like Stidham, learning from McDaniels through week in and week out. What is your guys' thoughts on this situation? Because right now with Brady retiring, we need a quarterback and we need one bad, right? So I understand why a lot of people would love an Aaron Rodgers. I just kind of want to look a little further and understand that, look, man, a defense can take a team very, very far, man. Very, very far, especially with the offensive star power that we already have on this offense. You really don't need that crazy good quarterback. You don't need that Mahomes. You don't need that Aaron Rodgers. You need a fucking Kirk Cousins, right? Kirk Cousins, that's all you need. You need a fucking Kirk Cousins. You need somebody that can come in and do it for cheap. And Jarrett Stidham is going to do it for cheap. A rookie's going to do it for cheap. And the reason why you do it for cheap is so you can load that defense and go out there and become a team with a great roster that's ready to take on a great QB in the near future, but not just yet. Not just yet. Let me know what you guys think, man, in the comment section down below. As always, I love y'all. Stay safe. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And I'm out, you guys. Peace.
Welcome to the Death Star, where our opponent's dreams